Hello, students. I think all of you are hale and hearty. So, today I welcome you all to my second lecture on question tags. So, before going to discuss today's points, let us very briefly sum up the things that we discussed in our previous class. In our previous class, we discussed about what is a question tag, then what are the types of question tag, then the formation of or the structure of question tag, and then we discussed 9 rules of question tag. Okay, so first of all, regarding the definition, I told you that question tags are not complete questions. Those are the question tags are the form of question attached to a statement, and the question tags acts as a confirmation of the statement. And we use question tag in our everyday conversation in order to seek the attention, in order to draw the attention of the listener. And then we discussed about the types of question tags. I told you that there are two types of question tags. One is positive question tag, then the other one is negative question tag. So tags are positive if it is attached to a negative statement. That means a negative statement is always added with a positive tag. On the other hand, a positive statement is always attached with a negative tag. That means negative tag is attached to a positive statement. Okay. Then the structure of the tags is that positive tags are auxiliary verb plus subject plus interrogative mark. And then negative tag auxiliary verb plus not plus subject plus interrogative mark. And then we discussed about the rules regarding the changing of tags. The first rule is that the subject of a tag can never be a noun. It is always a pronoun. So in the statement, you may use a noun there. In the statement, there may be a noun, but you can't use that noun as the subject of the statement. Of the tag. In the statement, the subject may be a noun, but the same noun you can't use as the subject of the tag. As in the subject of the tag, you have to use the pronoun. That day with example, I explained it. Then second point is that question tag never starts with a capital letter. So after comma, you have to add the tag to the statement, and that tag you should not start with a capital letter. One point. And second point, I told you here that whenever you are asked to add question tag, you have to write the statement also. If you only write the question tag, then you are not going to get marks in the examination, because without the statement, tag is meaningless. Okay, tag is only attached to a statement. Okay, in the definition it is said that question tags are not complete questions. They are added to the statement. So that is why you have to write the statement. Then the third rule that we discussed in our previous class is that the verb of the tag is an auxiliary verb, and in negative tag we use the contracted form. So the verb in the tag is always an auxiliary verb, always a helping verb. And in the negative tag, we have to add not with the auxiliary verb, but we have to use the contracted form of not. So that is why do not become don't, then is not become isn't, then did not become didn't, will not become won't, etc. etc. But there I mentioned one point, that am not becomes what? It will not become ain't. Nowadays we don't use ain't. Nowadays we have to use aren't I. Then number 4 is that if the statement doesn't have an auxiliary verb, so if there is no auxiliary verb, then what we have to do? We have to use do, does, or did in the tag. So if in the statement there is no auxiliary verb, then we have to use do, does, or did. Then number 5 is that if in the statement there is a positive verb but with a negative subject, object, complement, or a negative verb, or with a semi-negative word like barely, hardly, seldom, rarely, scarcely, few, little, none, etc., then the statement gives a negative idea. So you have to remember this, that the verb of the statement may have a positive sense. The verb may be positive verb, but in the sentence the subject or object or complement or adverb is negative, or if semi-negative words like barely, hardly, few, little, seldom, etc. are used, then that statement is regarded as a negative statement, then it takes a positive tag. Okay, then number 6, I said that although few and little, those are semi-negative words, and they are regarded, if they are used in the statement, then that statement is regarded as a negative. But you have to remember that a few and a little, those are regarded as what? As positive. And that is why if a few or a little is there in the statement, then that statement is a positive statement, and then what you have to do? You have to add a negative tag. Then number 7 that we discussed in our previous class is that if the statement has an introductory subject with it, then the subject of the tag becomes, for example, this will become it, that will also become it, these and those will become they, then one will remain one, then there will remain there, and it will also remain it as subject of the tag. Then number 8 is that if the statement has demonstrative or distributive adjectives, for example, the girl, this is this girl, so this girl here, this is a demonstrative adjective, or one man, here one is distributive adjective. So if the statement has a demonstrative or distributive adjective, then what will happen? The subject of the tag will be as per the number, person, and gender of the noun. For example, this girl is, if this girl is there in the statement, then the tag will in the tag the subject will be she, because girl is what? Feminine gender, singular number, and third person. Okay. Then number 9, the last point that we discussed in our previous class is that if the subject of the statement is an indefinite pronoun like somebody, then everybody, everyone, none, then what will happen? The subject of the tag will be they. So someone, then somebody, everyone, none. If those words are there, those indefinite pronouns are there in the statement, then in the tag the subject will become they. So these are the points that we discussed in our previous class, I think. Now let us come to the next part today, the last lecture on question tag. Okay. If the subject of the statement is nothing, everything, something, or anything, then the subject of the tag will be it. Okay, so if the subject of the tag is indefinite pronoun like somebody, everybody, everyone, none, then what will happen? The subject of the tag will become they. But if the subject of the statement is nothing, everything, something, or anything, then what will happen? Then the subject of the tag will be it. For example, everything is fine, isn't it? Because everything is here, so that is why the subject of the tag becomes it. Nothing has improved, it will become has it. Then something will be done, and it will become won't it. Then next one, number 11 is that some expressions like all of you, some of you, none of us, neither of them, some of us are used as subject. Then the subject of the tag will be you, all of you. In the case of all of you, it will become you. Some of you also will become you. None of us will become we. Neither of them will become they. Some of us will become you. Okay, for example, all of you are students and it will become aren't you. Some of you are learning music, then it will become aren't you. None of us have gone there, have we? Then neither of them is honest, are they? And some of us want to stay longer, and then it will become didn't you, didn't we? Okay, then exceptional rule is that if none of is followed by a plural noun, remember this, if none of is followed by a plural number, then what will happen? Then it will become they. Okay, the subject of the tag will become they. Generally, none of us is followed by what? The subject will become we. But if none of us is followed by a plural noun, then the subject will become they. For example, none of the workers. Here, workers is a plural noun. So that is why it will take the subject in the tag as they. So none of the workers arrive on time. So it will become did they. Statements that begin with let takes their subject of the tag in different way. For example, let us will become shall we, then let him become will you, let her become will you, and let them become will you. Okay, for example, let us go, it will become shall we. Let him or her read, and it will become will you, and let them play, it will become will you. So I think it is clear to all of you. Now let us come to the last slide. 13. So if imperative sentences, all of you know what are the imperative sentences? The sentences that denotes request, order, command, etc. are known as imperative sentences. So if the imperative sentence is written with positive sense, then the tag will be either will you or won't you. For example, open the door. So this is an imperative sentence. Request has been made. So it is in positive sense. So it will become will you or won't you. Then have a cup of tea. Request, positive sense. So you may use either will you or won't you here. So remember this. If the imperative in the imperative sentence it denotes a positive sense, then you can use either will you or won't you. But number 14 is that if the imperative sentence is written with negative sense, then the tag will be will you. For example, don't break the glass. This is a negative sentence, negative sense, imperative sentence, and then the tag will be will you. Here you can't write won't you. But don't go there. Here again, sense is negative, imperative sentence, so it will become will you. Then last point is that if the imperative sentence expresses annoyance or irritation, then the tag will be can't you. Remember this. If the imperative sentence express annoyance or irritation, then the tag will be can't you. For example, shut up. Here it will not become won't you or will you. It will become can't you. Or keep your mouth shut. And again here the tag will be can't you. Okay, clear I think. So these are the points that we discussed today. First point is that if the if in the subject of the statement is nothing, everything, something, or anything, then the subject of the tag will be it. Then all of you, some of you, none of us, neither of them, some of us. These if these words are there, as the subject of the statement, then the subject of the tag will become you or we or they. Then there is one exceptional rule that if none of is followed by a plural noun, then the subject of the tag will become they. Then in the case of statements with let, then it takes let us will become shall we, let him will become will you, let them will become will you, and let her will become will you. And then in the case of imperative sentences, if the imperative sentence denote a positive sense, then it takes either will you or won't you as tag. Then imperative sentences, if the imperative sentence denote a negative sense, then it will take will you as the tag. Then imperative sentence that expresses annoyance or irritation, then the tag will be can't you. So these are the points that we discussed today. Now here I am giving you 5 questions to write the answers. So please write these answers and submit your answers. And in my previous class, I have given you 10 questions. Now I am going to give you the answers to those questions. First one was, we have plenty of time. It will become haven't we? Then we saw no one we knew. So it will become didn't we? Then next, we could scarcely hear what he said. So the word scarcely is there. So scarcely, semi-negative. So the sentence is a negative sentence. So that is why it will take a positive tag. It will become could we. A few people were present there. Remember, few is regarded as negative, but a few is regarded as positive. So that means it is a positive statement. So it will take a negative tag. So where it will become weren't they. Little knowledge is always dangerous. Little is semi-negative, so the sentence is a negative sentence, so it will become isn't it. Only one student knew the answer, and it will become didn't he. Then one cannot be too careful. It will become can one, because one again in the tag it will remain the same. The subject one will remain as one, so that is why it will become can one. It is the last one. It will become isn't it. That man will deliver a lecture tomorrow, and it will become won't he. Then I am very tired today, and it will become aren't I. Don't write ain't I, it will become aren't I. So these are the questions that I gave in my previous class. So I provided you the answers, and now today I am giving you 5 questions. Let us go and see their new house. Nothing has changed in this village. None of the students were present in the class. Let them go to the theater. And final one is have a cup of tea. So these are the questions that I'm giving today. And in my next class, I'm going to give you the questions that came in the previous year in the SS final year examination. Okay, so thank you and have a wonderful day.